All right. Well, let's go ahead and dive into it. I wanted to apologize about how it is kind of a little bit late. Like I told you, it's just been a crazy, crazy week. But I'm glad we're able to get it in. Um, so let's go ahead and dive into some things that I noticed before I started recording, and that'll improve your game. So first things first is when I look at someone for the first time, I look at setup. That's one of the most important things is ball position, hands position, just overall fundamentals. So one thing, this first line that I wanted to talk about is what I call spine tilt. All right, so you're going to want to implement this immediately. See how I drew a line through Tigers? Let me clear all here. All right, see how he probably has about, let's just call it 10 degrees of tilt to the left. So you're at a straight line here. That'd be straight up and down. Let's just call it 10 just to be easy. All right, so he's got about 10 degrees of tilt from his, let's call it like belly button all the way up to his head. All right, so I'm going to draw that same line on you, bisecting your head or dissecting your head. We're almost saying straight up and down. So what this means is it's tougher to get behind the ball at impact like this, which is a more powerful position, from starting straight up and down. So I want you, the first thing to do is add about 10 degrees that way. All right, and why I want that is because I'll show you where Tiger's at impact here. All right, he's even more. He's even increased his spine all the way to 60, probably 30, 25 degrees or so. That's where you get a lot of your power, is staying behind the ball. So let's slow mo here. I don't have the right frame for him at the ball, but his head's staying behind it. When we go up, oops, let me try again here. When we're hitting the ball, we're going forward a little bit. See how that head's moving forward there on the downswing? We always want to stay behind it. So when we get to impact, we need to have our spine back a little bit more. Too many lines. We need to have our spine more in this direction rather than where we're at right now, up and down. All right, one little thing there. Let's start over from the beginning. All right, so watch this video a couple times just to get an idea, and really soak some of these things in. Write them down on paper, take them to the range, analyze them, think about what you're doing, and then commit to it and try it out. Another thing that, especially with the driver, is I would like your driver to be right behind the ball. Just how Tiger's, he has an iron here, but it's right behind the ball. I want you to move that up a little bit. Ball position's okay. It's with driver, you want to be more in the front of your stance. So the big two things that we're talking about now, we want our spine tilted away. We want our ball or our driver up. And then also that means our hands are going to move up as well. So I'd like your shaft to, come up somewhere about here. I don't want your hands to stay right there as well with it. I don't want your hands, leaning in front in this direction. I want them right in line. Let me draw an arrow here. I just want them right in line with that ball, wherever that is. All right. All right, so that's a little takeaway or a quick little thing, just setup wise. So two things right there, and I don't want to overload you, but one more little quick thing. That here's a drill you can do too, and it almost feels like you do a good job at it, but there's just a little bit, and this goes back to what we talked about with staying tilted away at the top of our swing. or I'm sorry, just adding spine tilt, I should say. So I'm going to draw a line here. This is where I want your spine to be, and this is where I want you to be at. Let me readjust here. Camera moved a little bit. This is where I want you to be at the top of your swing. All right. Right now we're still up and down. All right. Right now we're kind of straight up and down like this. All right. I want you to be tilted away from the ball. Your upper body is going to be tilted this direction. All right. I'll demonstrate with Tiger over here too. See how his upper body is this direction from the golf ball. He's still coiled, but his upper body is obviously away from that ball, his upper body. All right. He's tilting behind the ball. We are straight up and down. All right, so a quick little drill is to think, get your left shoulder over your right knee at the top of the swing. Right now we are about here with our left shoulder. I want you to get right over that knee, right over that toe, just like Tiger is on the left. All right, gave you some things to work on. Like I said, write them down rather than just watch this video. I want you to watch this video a couple times, but like I said, write these down. Have a game plan. Watch the video again. And get to work and let me know how it works out. All right, I'm confident that whenever you do this, you're going to immediately see a higher ball flight. You're going to immediately see a more powerful ball too. You're going to be hitting it further for sure. All right, so let me know how it goes.